All right, so a quick lunch break stream here. I wanted to talk a little bit about Rift. Um, when I originally started leveling this Paladin, I didn't really know, and I haven't played Rift that much, obviously, in the past 5 or 6 years, 7 years, 8 years, who knows how long. It's been a lot of years. And I was trying to do Realm of Fey yesterday, trying to solo it, and I didn't really remember how to even go into Realm of Fey, but there actually is. Look at that moon back there, looks kind of cool. But there actually is an entrance to the Realm of Fey. And actually what was really interesting is there's a website out here called CAD Rift. And a couple different things I wanted to mention in the stream today. This is just a quick lunch stream, but is if you try to go to the forums.rift, Rift forums, I think it is. Rift forums. Well, here, let's just go to that article here. A couple different things. Not getting attacked here. Up to a fairly safe place here. Try on worlds here. If you go to the Rift forums, they're currently down, right? So the Rift forums right now are down. I also added there is a a Discord for Rift that they mentioned when they did the new event, right now, which is the Hellbug event. And if you go to the Rift Discord, you can see they did announce, I don't know if they announced here, the Hellbugs. So this was 2/1, February 1st, and this ends today. The Hellbug invasion. Here's the link to this. Is Tryon. So it goes to Tryon World's website. Now this ends today. Now, if we go to Rift, now we're at the Rift site. But if we go to Unity forums, which is interesting, you'll see that they're down. So I kind of was talking to different people in the game, and I didn't know if this meant that they were just, why were they down? Are they down permanently? And I don't believe they're down permanently. I mean, we got an announcement from Game Ago that they're going to be doing something with Rift before the end of the first quarter, which is the end of March, right? The end of March, and this is February, so that's coming up pretty quickly. So I found an article somewhere. So I found an article here that says Game Ago's forums are down without explanation or ETA affecting Rift, Fiesta, Trove, and more. So it wasn't just, the Rift forums. I mean, it was like a lot of Game Ago's website forums are down. And so it says, hello everybody, it's Rift Whale here to tell you that another little oopsie that's happening in Game Ago's Neck of the Woods. Apparently all the forums of Game Ago's games, including Rift, Trove, Fiesta Line, and more, were taken down a couple of days ago and have remained offline since. This is from February 5th. This is literally 2 days ago. The studio posted a brief explanation in Rift's Discord saying, as some of you might have noticed already, the official forums are currently unreachable. This is intentional. Unfortunately, there's no ETA when the forums are back online. We'll keep you updated as soon as we have new information to share. So it's kind of a vague message. Rift players are currently speculating whether the move is preparation for a new system. Now, what's interesting is apparently the Grand Fantasia player base was told about a switchover a few weeks back and that the new forums are slated to be opened February 13th. So keep your eyes peeled for a potential announcement for Rift and those other MMOs. So I don't think the forums are down permanently. I just think that they're doing something. It could be that they're switching to a new system. We don't really know. We do know that that Game Ago has mentioned that Rift is getting an update. And there's not much information about it. I don't know why I can't. What is preventing me? It's like it's a cookie crap. I hate that, by the way. Hot news, Rift. Say here, it doesn't really say here. 6 new quests. We're until February 7th. You can find daily quests, AKS, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so that's the current, just like news about the new events. The new quest they had, the Hellbug quest line, which is just a few quests. Back. Now, MMORPG basically, had the article on Rift getting first major update in years in 2022. New details in Game Ago's mystery MMO and more. So they really didn't say much. They're just saying the report are hinting. It looks like Rift will be getting its first major update. here. This is from a long time ago, right? Yeah, that's really old. All these are old. But anyways, there's been several articles, videos pointing to the update that's coming for Rift. The forums are currently down. If you want to get to the forums, you know, one of the ways we can get to the forums right now is just to use the Wayback Machine. You can see here, I've used the Wayback Machine to go into an article here. So if you find a link, like let's say you go to YouTube, or not YouTube, to Google, and you say, you know, Rift, Primalist tank build or something, tank build. I mean, you're going to find like a forum link right here, Rift forums. Take that link, copy it, go to the Wayback Machine, paste that link in here, and of course, you can see that in 2021 there were some captures of the data. Go ahead and grab the most recent one here. We're going to open this up in a new tab. And in most cases, we're able to use the Wayback Machine to get to the forum post. And here we're able to get to the post. So here's the information about the Primalist tank build. So if you guys are looking for builds in Rift, you can go ahead and use the Wayback Machine. Use that method that I just used to go ahead and find yourself, you know, the information. And then we'll hope that, you know, obviously these forums, we're going to hope that they're coming back. The other thing I wanted to mention was the CAD Rift site. This site has some pretty good information, but this site also has a lot of links that are going to take you to the Rift forums, which are currently down. So you have to use that same method that I just showed you of going to the Wayback Machine, pasting that link in, and then hopefully be able to find a capture of data. So like, for example, if we want to go to, I don't know, raid specs, right? And we want to go to, I don't know, let's say we want to go to warrior. Let's just do warrior DPS. Where is that going? Well, that's going to Rift forums again, which are currently down. I'm going to copy that. So this is the only way, because the Rift forums seem to be the best place to find information about, you know, builds and stuff. The forums were pretty active, even up to today. I think people were still using the forums to post articles. Okay, so and here we go. Here's the Rift Blade guide. So we're going to pull up the forum article. All right, let's close all this. But anyways, CAD Rift here definitely has some pretty decent information. There's actually add-ons too. Let's see, recommended add-ons for the game. I don't know how well any of these work. I haven't tried any of these yet, but I will have to try these at some point. Specifically, probably the Rift meter. But again, the funny part is the Rift meter points you to download the Rift meter. And of course, when you go to download it, where does it take you? To the forums, Rift game forums again. I was able to go through that via the Wayback Machine, but the problem is it links a zip file to download, and I'm not able to get to that zip file. So let's see if I can find that later. Anyway, so that's just some information about the forums, some information about how you can get some information on the game if you want to try to create some builds. I also wanted to say thank you to the people. I've gotten a few posts, not a lot, but a few comments on the video, on the streams that I've been doing for Rift, and people saying they're really happy that I'm doing them. I mean, I think everybody who really ever spent any kind of time in this game realizes that it's actually a really good game. It's a very good game. So. All right, so you have a quest here. I'm not sure where here is. There's nothing I wanted to talk about was my current build that I'm using, and I'll show you guys the build here in a second. So I was told yesterday by someone in my guild that the best tanks in the game are Primalist tanks or Cleric tanks, and that Warrior tanks aren't that good. So, which kind of surprised me but I don't know. I don't play the game that much. I don't know the game, so it's kind of weird that a Warrior would not be a good tank. But that's what I was told. And But anyways, I want to show you. So the build that I'm using is this one. And this is the forum post that I had found. It's under Class Guides, Warrior Guides, Overclocking Paladin, and Liberator. And what's interesting about this build, it says it's a fun tank with insane bonus on taking healing self-heals. There's a link here to the soul tree. Here. You don't need to go to... I still point me to the Wayback Machine because that article is at the Wayback Machine, but we don't need to go there. We can just go to the regular website for this one. And this is basically the build. It's using a War Chanter soul, which is a healing soul, and it's using Paladin soul and Tempest soul. But what's interesting in this build, of course, most of your points are going to go into the Paladin tree. What's interesting in this build is they want you to use, the reason you're going to War Chanter is for deep breaths and a spammable lay on hands. But the problem I've found that with the deep breaths is if I throw in my deep breaths, which is a buff, right, that lasts for an hour, it reduces the duration of the global cooldown for War Chanter abilities by 0.5, but it also reduces power regeneration by 75%. So what happens is with this up, my power regeneration is just awful. I mean, it's absolutely horrendous. So when I go to attack a mob here, you're going to see this. So now watch my powers down here, right? Look how slowly it's regenerating. So if I use the skill, and now look how slowly it's regenerating. Feels like World of Warcraft Warrior, doesn't it? Waiting. See, like, I can't do my finisher because I'm waiting on regeneration. Waiting. And there, finally, I can do my finisher. Now, if I go up and I right-click off the Deep Breaths buff, that reduction to power regen by 7%, of course, is gone. And now you'll see... that my regen is way faster. Must have modified my macro. Yeah, I'm using the wrong macro. She's using Skyfall when I don't want her to use Skyfall, so let's fix that. Okay, so the interesting thing about this build is they want you to use, this build here is they want you to use Stand Tall, Deep Breaths, and they want you to use the Stand Tall, but your power regeneration is so bad, so what they're saying, though, is here, like War Chanter, you want your Eternal up at all times. This is the problem, how to use it. Like War Chanter, you want your Eternal up at all times. Simply rebuff Deep Breaths to force proc your Eternal buff on top of the macros. Never use Jolt without the Eternal. Which is great, because when you have Deep Breaths up, your Jolt... when you have this up, reduces duration. Something else it does. It makes your heal stronger. Stand Tall. And this is the stuff I'm trying to figure out that I don't understand yet about the Paladin. Here, Stand Tall. Can only be cast under the effects of Deep Breath. So you can't use Stand Tall unless you have Deep Breath up. But the problem is it slows down your power regen. So there's a trick to this, and the trick I don't understand yet. The trick is that you have to keep your Eternal up at all times, but I have no idea what this means. I don't know what that means. You want your Eternal up at all times. I have no idea what that means. I don't know what Eternal is. I don't see... unless it's some sort of an ability. That I don't have yet. Yeah, so I don't know what Eternal is. And I haven't been able to figure it out. and it's driving me nuts. And I don't understand how you get legendary versions of abilities. I don't get that either in Rift. It's like, how do you get a legendary version? So because I don't understand what this means, you want your eternal up at all times, then I can't really use deep breaths, which kind of is screwing me up. You can see that the legendaries you want are Shield Defense, Retaliation, Light's Balm, I'm With You, and Season Strike. It says you want to speedrun those 25 dungeons, but you don't want to get carried. Carry yourself. This is enough to heal through SPE plus people taking damage here and there, like the Taunt, 2 Auth Date, Bloom, Not to Interrupt. Why not 41 Void Knight with close to no eternal bonus? Paladin healing taken and superior threat made it my choice. So he says he's getting better heals and better threat. You end up using the target heal macro a lot, and you may need the Paladin OG CDs to hold threat. Also, Retaliation gives you a very strong once in the game bonus on block absorption. Doubles your block absorption. Still don't expect to walk in the park, but this looks like an interesting build. There's also an AoE threat macro. Target heals are very important. This is a different build. So thanks for keeping me posting a great response to Rebel's Mineral. I just don't understand what Eternal is. Maybe someone in Guild can tell me. Maybe someone in Guild will know. There's always some. By the way, there's always someone in my guild online. Like whenever I log in, there's always people in the guild online. So if people say Rift is dead, yeah, you could say it's probably dead in that there's not a lot of people that play the game, but there's still a dedicated. There's still a dedicated amount of people that still dedicated people that definitely play this. So it's a weapon. So when I get, so I won't get this eternal thing until I'm level 70. So then the stand tall and the deep breaths is not something we'll be able to use until we reach level 70. Okay. Breaths. I'm taking like no damage right now. So my build's starting to pan out. Server the planar tether. Okay, how do I do that? Server the planar. Target must. Oh, he must be dead. Okay. Target must be a dead invoker. Okay, so the legendaries are from 65 to 70. You get to pick legendaries, which abilities you want to upgrade to legendary. And then at level 70, we'll get some sort of a weapon. He calls it an EW, which is the Eternal Weapon. And then the Eternal Weapon will give us, I guess, some sort of buffs. Those builds do not work. Yeah, that's fine. We understand that. Where is it? The last two stages of your Eternal will give a proc. That is what it means. Okay, cool. So basically, the build that I'm using is more of an endgame build, but it's fine until endgame. Once we get to endgame, it's going to get even better, basically. But yeah, we can't be using deep breaths as a buff currently. The pre-made builds are the ones at the beginning of the start. When you create your character, it'll say, hey, you can use this build, but I don't really use any of that stuff. All right. What are we doing up here? We are supposed to collect Rowan's Gnarl. Not sure what that is. What is this? They're like, oh, I don't want to fall off that. Is there like a cave entrance? Oh no, there's a bridge here. How did I not see this? Oh, I must be blind. Cool, Prince Hylas will unleash the consuming magic of Greenscale, and there's nothing you can do about it. I'll be the judge of that. Okay, collect Rowan's Gnarl. That's done. Right. Wow, we have quite a few quests that are done, it looks like. Yeah, these 3 are all done. We're doing pretty good. I mean, it's funny because my quest log is massively full of quests. Go ahead and sort. Spender Grey Junk. Wow, I had quite a bit of Grey Junk. Let's port back to the Argent Glade.
Good to see you.
Okay, he wants us to deliver news of Twill's gift to Brugon Groat in Argent Glade. Okay.
Good luck. Welcome, Ascended.
Did the cleansing seem effective, warrior? I may be an old man, but my calculation's not usually wrong. The talisman's power should have severed the tether between the invokers and the palisade. The fortress will surely begin to crumble within days.
Find your greatness.
Sounds like an interesting idea. Sever them from their power, like the Blood Oaths.
Hello.
What's going on? On Gigon, you say? I can hardly believe what you're telling me, yet I know it to be true. Prince Hylas Must be mad to involve himself with such powerful, planar magic, yet it would explain much of the elf war's recent activity. We are at a crossroads for our next steps. Decide our success or failure. Hylas plans to use Konkigon, the treant demon given to him by Twill, to destroy all civilization and so forth. It's time to stop this. Speak to Loris Steven and help him in any way.
The vigil will show us the way.
Okay. I love how you swim super fast in water. Like, it's like one of the only MMOs that when you go jump in water, it feels like you're swimming faster than when you're walking. So,
Wisdom and life.
greetings, Sea Warrior. Rugan told me he'd send you his best. From the looks of it, he was not lying. Got a lot to do and a little time.
The land will endure.
This is the closest we can get to Helos without alerting the scouts. From here, we must end House Elfwar's foothold in Silverwood. Okay, how do we do that? Yeah, I kind of expected a follow-up quest, but tutorial. World events. My phone blew up. Hold on a second. Getting like junk text to my phone, which is... Wish you could... I don't have to block that number. Alright, Roma Fey, no. Complete. No, we didn't. Turn. Here's what we need to do. We need to track all this stuff. I don't think I was tracking any of these quests. Now, see, there's a quest here, one here, one here. Also got one to turn in over here. I have so many quests, it's crazy.
What do you need of me?
Learn and be stronger. Now go make something of yourself.
Crap, I think it was a blacksmith, right?
I can help you be better. Now, go make yourself better.
You fetch me some more materials. Tin bars and soft leather. Fully backed up with orders. Maybe you can help me brew and craft the tin sabaton. Belt here. Just a leather belt.
Come back
I
again.
think I put some stuff in the auction house. Let's check the mail and see if any of it's sold. I put some stuff in the auction house yesterday, I think, at some point. I can't remember when, but I doubt any of it sold, but let's take a look. Okay, so this is for my other character. So none of my auctions sold, which doesn't surprise me. I don't think auctions probably sold very well in this game. It seems like the best thing to do is, if you want to play the game, is to get into a guild and just, you know, work with your guildies to do stuff. You know, do dungeons with your guildies. You know, help each other out. Your guild is going to be your best friend. I'll make my laptop go into sleep mode. When it does that, the keyboard loves to stop working. Yep, and it stopped working. Son of a bitch. I hate this laptop. I fucking hate this laptop so much, you have no idea. God damn it. I got too distracted by Rift. I'm on my lunch break, and there's an issue with my work laptop where the keyboard stops working whenever it goes into sleep mode. I need to disable sleep mode is what I need to do. Wouldn't that be smart? Oh, bitch. Alright, let's... I don't know how many you wanted me to craft. Let's see the crafting quest in here. Is this one? Not that one. Look at they have a lot of like quests like mentoring, advanced soul tree. Okay, well I guess we need 5 of them.
What do you want to learn? Get out there and show us what you're made of.
Alright, I want to get to Sanctum and turn in some of the quests there.
We fight to protect that which we love.
Sure.
Hello. May you greetings. May you live 1,000.
Yeah, you get a lot of loot in this game. Like too much loot. If I was the administrator of this game, I would definitely tone down on the drop rate a lot. I would make a lot of this stuff drop a lot less often. But that's just me. I think like magic gear and stuff like that should be very rare in an MMO. That makes it a lot more exciting when it does drop. You're like, ooh, I got something good. Yeah.
True mastery comes with practice. When we meet again, perhaps you...
What do you need of me?
Okay, so I don't think anybody's buying this stuff, so unfortunately. It's a shit laptop. And I hate laptops. I've been a computer programmer for 25 years at least, maybe more, and I've used so many computers in my life. And I swear every laptop I ever get always breaks. Laptops never last. It's like, why do people even use them? I don't even get it. It's crap. The High Priestess. So was the ancient home of the High Elves, when most of us relocated to the grand city of Sanctum. We joined the Guardians, and some so favored by the god, you should reach up to the Sheila Stonehearth High Priestess. The High Elf ruling council moved to Sanctum and Nord Priestess. Please, you may have felt slight of his behavior in Trance Grove is appalling. Horus might be able to guide our response. Venture there and speak with the spirit guide.
Good luck.
So many quests. It's ridiculous. This a Nimbus tune. Okay. Sorry, I'm gonna check this text. Alright, so we have speak with someone here. We're actually kind of running out of some quests. Actually, there's more turn-in quest in Sanctum. I mean, because I have the patron, the 40% increase buff, whatever. You know, I'm kind of out leveling some of the zones or out leveling some of the quests to some degree, which kind of sucks, to be honest. But I wanted to buy patron and support the game. But it is kind of, I almost wish I wasn't getting the 40% XP increase, just to see how the leveling would pace itself. I never thought to see you alive again when we destroyed the Avatar Regulus together, shattering his remains so he could never return. I feared you two had perished forever. It's apparent that the Vigil has a greater plan for you. Apparently.
We must open them. I cannot
Codex.
You well.
PvP quest.
Are you here to help?
Cabalist Elsu wants you to travel back to the Argent Glade through the portal and deliver a message.
Journey well.
Why not?
Greetings.
Why, it's exotic chocolate, a kind I've never tasted before. New experiences enrich and broaden us. Thank you, Rue, and may the vigil bless you. First, you wanted me to deliver some chocolate. How nice.
Welcome. Farewell.
So many quests. Wow, they're like all over the place. Get up here. Oh yeah. You can do some pretty good climbing in Rift. Hold on 1 second. Yeah. Let's see. Come on. Here. These guys are level 20. Finally some competition. Of course, my phone rings right when I'm trying to fight. And today's been I've been distracted a lot today. Like, getting texts I don't want to get, getting phone calls I don't want to get. Crazy. told defeated. Alright, I'm going to get to this next area, and then I'm going to log off because my lunch break is over. But I just wanted to tell you guys kind of about how you can get some of the resources. How you can get some of the resources, you know, for the guides and stuff by using the Wayback Machine at the early part of this stream. I'm going to stop the stream right here. We're going to get into this next zone, Gloamwood. Gloamwood, yeah, we're going to start doing this zone now that we're level 23. And I will catch you guys later. Hope everybody's having a good day. Have a good Monday. And I will see you later tonight, probably. Peace out.